Holy cow, Premier Planet. I mean, what a night. What a night this last Saturday night at PPW277. If you weren't in the Premier studio to experience this, it's, wow. I mean, I'm going to do my absolute best to put it into words, folks. By the way, if you don't know me, my name is Justin Barlow. Always an honor to be here at your post-taping wrap-ups. We started off the evening with a one-on-one match. This was, as they say, a barn burner of an opener. This was Poncho versus the Bone Dog, Bryce Akers. Both guys really brought it in this contest, but a sunset flip off the top turnbuckle seals the deal for the Bone Dog, and he walks away with the victory in the opening contest. Following that match, it was Not Bad Chad, he's your boogeyman, taking on Ultimo in another fantastic one-on-one contest, but in the end, Ultimo Leon springs off of the ropes, but Chad is right there to counter, delivers a drop kick right to the midsection, and picks up the victory over Ultimo. The next match was a match that was called for by the American Ninja Warrior Semsei against Tim Castle, a standout from the Premier Academy. 1 week ago in the King Kong Bundy Memorial Tournament, if you remember, these two faced each other in the opening round, but the opening round matches were only given 8-minute time limits, and neither man was able to score a decision within that 8 minutes. So because of the time limit draw, Sem challenged him to a one-on-one match. But folks, lightning struck again, this time a 20-minute time limit, and it still wasn't enough to contain these two. It went to a time limit draw. Afterward, Tim Castle extends his hand in a show of good sportsmanship. Sem slaps it away, makes like he's gonna walk back to the locker room, but as soon as Tim turns his back, here comes Sem to blindside him, tries to embarrass the rookie, and leaves him laying in a heap in the ring. And Sem, well, walked away with his head held high, I guess. After that contest, Connor Core, the self-proclaimed favorite son of McHenry County, took on another standout from the Premier Academy, DiMarzio. Now, in this contest, Connor gets his feet on the ropes, and initially, he steals a pinfall from DiMarzio, but Premier COO Randy Ritchie comes to the ring and announces that he saw the whole thing, and because of that, he reversed the decision, so your winner of the match is DiMarzio. But Connor Core, being the sportsman that he is, comes out after the intermission, throws a fit, and demands a one-on-one rematch against DiMarzio for this Saturday to prove once and for all that he is who he says he is, and that is the greatest sports entertainer in the world and the consummate sportsman. Following that contest, it was time for the first of our two major championship main events. In the first match, it was the tag team championships that were on the line. The reigning champions, Anakin and José Acosta, defending against the #1 contenders, the odd but nonetheless effective duo of Mr. Electricity Chase Gosling and the 360-pound Wolfman Huck. But in the course of this match, bad blood spilled over between both sides, and chaos absolutely engulfed the ringside area, leaving the referee no choice but to throw the match out and disqualify both teams. Anakin and Jose are still your champions as a result, but due to the circumstances, right here next week in the Premier Studio, Anakin and Jose are going to have to put those titles on the line again against Chase and Huck in a rematch. And then it was time, folks. If you remember, 1 short week ago, El Mero Mero y Nestra pinned the world heavyweight champion, Vinacus Matt Vine, in the finals of the King Kong Bundy Memorial Tournament. And because of his victory, Inestra earned a shot at the World Heavyweight Championship. So these two tangled one-on-one in 2 out of 3 falls. The first fall goes to the champion, Matt Vine, with a brutal side Russian leg sweep, completely snaps Inestra's head the back of his head against the mat, knocks him silly for a few seconds, enough time for Vine to pick up the pinfall. But Inestra comes back in the second fall, and thanks to putting his feet on the ropes where the referee couldn't see it, Inestra ties the score. This took us into the third and final fall, and folks, this is where things get absolutely crazy, and history was made this last Saturday night. But don't take my word for it. See for yourselves.
3, 4, 5, 6,
20 minutes have expired and the time limit, 40 minutes remain.
So just like that, the over 1 year long reign of Vinicus has come to an end, and your new Premier Pro Wrestling World Heavyweight Champion is El Mero Mero Inestra, thanks to some help from Pancho and Semsei. We thought Inestra and Sem had a falling out weeks ago, but apparently they've patched things up, and Sem and Pancho helping Inestra take the title off of the longest reigning champion of PPW's modern era, Matt Vine. There is a new king of the jungle here in Premier Pro Wrestling, but as former champion, Matt Vine is entitled to a contractually obligated rematch, which he has asked for this Saturday night. Now, Matt Vine, obviously feeling a lot of stings after losing the World Heavyweight Championships and having his record-setting 5th reign ended by El Mero Mero. Vine looks to regain the title for a record 6th time this Saturday night, but the question now remains, what role will Sem and Pancho possibly play in this now that they seem to be back in cahoots with the new World Heavyweight Champion, Inestra? And don't forget, folks, also coming up this Saturday night, another title match. It's the Tag Team Championships on the line when Anakin and José Acosta defend against Chase Gosling and Wolfman Huck. And as I alluded to before, Connor Core has demanded a rematch with DiMarzio. And as always, folks, if every Saturday night here in the Premier Studio just isn't enough to quench your appetite for Premier Pro Wrestling, then all you have to do is get online, follow us all over social media. We're everywhere, folks. Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, hit us up on Insta. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, which just a couple of weeks ago surpassed 10 million views, and we are now closing in so close on 30,000 subscribers. We would really like to be there by the end of the year, so keep sharing our YouTube videos and you can help us to reach that goal. And as always, folks, PremierProWrestling.com is the place to go for exclusive video content. All you have to do is click the on-demand link and you can start a 2-week free trial of PPW On Demand. And remember, we post brand new videos each and every week. And folks, if you want access to even more exclusive content you can't find anywhere else on the web, then it's as simple as visiting patreon.com/PremierProWrestling. Sign up and you can gain access to exclusive videos and the Premier Planet podcast, where we sit down with your favorite PPW stars, get inside their heads, and find out what makes them tick. I'm Justin Barlow, and I will see you folks back here in the Premier Studio this Saturday night for not one, but 2 big championship matches.